Devil May Cry is not dead whatsoever at all. Now, I just want to make a quick video just talking about this because some people are like, Devil May Cry is done for. We're not going to get another one. We're going to get another one, dude. It's going to take a minute. There's a lot of stuff happening at the current moment of time and some unfortunate stuff, but still bright stuff happening. So the series is fine. Relative, it's fine. So Hideaki Itsuno recently just left Capcom. I had a little note on Twitter and everything like that. Everybody's saying it's like it blew up and everything, which understandably so because Hideaki Itsuno, he's a GOAT. I'm gonna be honest, he's a GOAT. Like the games he's worked on, him saving technically Devil May Cry, like the series, because after 2 he kind of brought it up back with 3 and then 4 or 5 and here we are. He also worked on CVS 2, I believe Power Stone, some other games, Dragon's Dogma of course obviously, and then Dragon's Dogma 2 as you know. So he's been working on a lot of stuff. He's been in Capcom for a very, very long time, and he's just one of the people that stood behind. He could have got a raise and went up higher, but he just wanted to keep making games. That's the reason why he just stuck around in that section area. Why he left? Don't know. I think that's like a mystery there, but it's in good intent. I feel as if maybe just wanted to do something different, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Dude made a lot of games that I grew up with. It's like this, the Devil May Cry series. I grew up with that. Literally, you don't really see anything about it on the channel because it's more fighting game focused channel, but I'll probably stream it like later, like because I do want to plat all the games. I plat 5 like fast immediately, but I haven't done 1, 2, or 3 or 4. So probably gonna do that eventually. I just haven't gotten to it. And DMC, because DMC was still a fun game. The gameplay is amazing. Story, but the map and everything, perfectly good game. But moving on though, the series is not dead. Just because Hideaki Itsuno is left doesn't mean no one can pick up the game series. Someone can't. It's just that it's gonna be a bit tough, honestly, because there's gonna be a new title without like the lead of the game, pretty much essentially. So they're probably gonna have to do a remake. If anything, that makes the most sense. But when will this remake supposedly happen? It's gonna take some time because Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna come out, and there's gonna be expansion for Monster Hunter Wilds because that's what they did for World Rise. So you can assume the same thing for Wilds. So there's gonna be an expansion for that game too. And then there's also from I can't remember the last Capcom event or whatever, like specifically for Capcom, like with the Dead Rising stuff. The Resident Evil director of I believe 7 and 8 said that he's making a new Resident Evil game. So there's already so much stuff going on around. So we're not gonna be seeing a Devil May Cry game until like maybe 2 or 3 years. It's gonna be a minute, which kind of sucks, like heavily for me, especially too. So it's like but I mean, it is what it is, Now, I know there are plenty of videos of this talking about this subject, and I do recommend a video from Devil Never Cry, because I'm going to take a little bit of information from him about this, which is who could potentially be the next director, and it would be Yusuke Hashimoto. Like, he makes the most sense because he works on Bayonetta, which does make sense, because that's pretty much, those games kind of go similar in hand-to-hand. They're a little bit different mechanically, but they're pretty much the same element, because one's inspired after another, so, So he makes the most sense right now, and he is working on Capcom, so I do definitely recommend you guys watching his video. It's only 6 minutes, so I definitely think you should check it out. I'm going to leave it in the description below if you want to click on it and watch it. Dude is awesome. I like his content. I'm pretty sure you would too if you like video games and technically in a sense fighting games, because Devil May Cry is pretty much just a fighting game, but, action-y. So that's because you can get creative essentially, and that's what you can do with fighting games. So that's why I like it so much, the series. But anyways, I do not think we're going to get a Devil May Cry game for a very long time because of just like the roadmap we have right now, which are 2 big Capcom games, which is Monster Hunter Wilds, and you got to add the DLC with that too as well. And then you have Resident Evil, because Monster Hunter is their baby, because that's the most money they've made technically in a sense. So they're going to be working on that. It's like that's the rest of our resources. And then there's also Street Fighter 6 stuff with DLC. There is, like I said, Resident Evil, and maybe Pragmata, because when is that coming out, So Devil May Cry, I'm not sure where it's gonna fit in, but I believe when Hideaki Itsuno, when he first said it in 2018, if I remember correctly, if I remember the time period, 2018 at was it E3? Dang, it's been so long. When he said Devil May Cry is back, I believe him. I really do. So I think the series is gonna still be alive, and it's gonna come back again, but it's gonna be a remake to make it a bit easier, because again, I do think the Devil May Cry game that needs a remake is 2. Like 1 is fine, 3 is fine, 4 is fine, but 2, dude, dude, that one is like, because I actually even like I like the Lucia, the character in 2. It's just that she's in a poopy game technically, since there's cool mechanics in 2. It's just not a good game. They have claw fixes and so much hair fix, all that stuff. It's in that game, but it's like it's not a good game. It kind of sucks. So I think that needs to remake out literally all of them. I'm fine if they remake the other ones too, obviously, but that one most definitely needs it. And technically, in a sense, we did get a Devil May Cry 3 remake in a sense with like the mobile Chinese version game, but that didn't do hot at all. that did not do good. So they could just do it again. So I don't think anybody will really bat an eye, because we're getting another Devil May Cry game. So who's really gonna like say, oh no, I don't? Because you can still get 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the PlayStation or Xbox or Steam or whatever. You can access all those games. They're accessible. So if they make a remake, no one's gonna care. So like, all right, cool, we got a new Devil May Cry game. Maybe we can just see what they do differently. So so yeah. And I think also just stepping into 6 would be kind of really tough if you think about it, because they left it out at like an ending note, like, hey, Dante and Virgil are gonna be gone for a very long time. Nero's defending the world from demons now, so he's pretty much the main character, which is a given. Like, come on now, like he's the Gohan of the series. Let's be real here, and he's my favorite character, so it's pretty good for me. But there's a lot of stuff going on with him. His Devil Trigger, just the ending. It's like a good note, like, hey, they can come back anytime, technically in a sense, but Nero's supposed to be the main character, so it's like, hopefully with the writing too, like if they're gonna make Nero the main character, they're actually gonna stick with that, or add a new character. Are they gonna bring Dante and Virgil back and make Nero not that relevant? I hope they make Nero the point and center, because they were trying to do that in 4, but he didn't have a lot of stuff going on with the arm. Technically, he does now with the arm, but I can make a whole video about the arm. Let me just stop. But moral of the story, we're getting a Devil May Cry game. It's just gonna take some time, and it's not like we're not getting any Devil May Cry stuff in a sense, because we are getting the anime. We don't know when that's coming out, I believe, but it's coming out soon, so we're getting something at least, which is good. That's all that matters. We're getting something. Granted, we want a game, but we beggars can't be choosers now. At least we're getting some content. Like the phone thing, ugh. But I didn't even play that one. But the freaking show, hopefully that's good. So yeah, we're getting something. So the moral of the story of this video: DMC is not dead. It's still alive. It's just we're gonna have to wait. We have to be patient here, okay? We have to be patient. It's gonna take some time, and it sucks. Trust me, I know, because I want a Devil May Cry game. I want to see what they're gonna do with the series. I want to see all this stuff, but we just have to wait. So yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like if you agree with my statements, like it's the series is dead or not. I think it isn't personally. And how do you feel about the series and stuff like that? The characters. Who's your favorite character? My favorite character is Nero. It used to be Virgil, but then I thought about him, like I grew up with Nero, and I like the arm. He's more of a brute, beat down. He'll punch you, smack you with a sword. I like that more. So yeah. Either way, I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys have, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video.